0, 1.
Let's get started.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. In today's episode, we're going to be making sense of the S&P 500, sharing with you all a trade that I took today. Now, the general idea, so we can get the general layout of what I was looking for in today's session, is the fact that we had a really big move coming down. I think it's pretty obvious that this was pretty much a rocket to the downside. So in this example, we were expecting more or less a pullback here and then a retest of the low, okay? Now, we did come up a bit short, but the general thesis was exactly the same. Now, what you really need to be aware of is what happens next. From this low, we can do a couple different things, but more favorably is going to be the fact that we actually retrace and bounce from this level and look to now retest back to the prior high, which stands somewhere right here at this ray. That will be tagged at a price right around 664 3/4, okay? So with this general outline in the back of our mind, you can see the market definitely did rise from the ashes. And if we switch off of the cash market to the futures market, you can see exactly how we tackled today's session, okay? Now, we were unable to actually get that move to the downside as we talked about, but the retracement going back to the upside, we definitely were able to partake in, okay? As you can see, we did get a gore pattern actually to start us off, which is basically a maneuver like so, where we get in underneath a prior high. Now, from there, we were able to basically swing and continue to go higher and higher, hitting all of our targets, which were aligned at that prior high. Now, if I had a couple more contracts to hold, obviously we would continue to look to the extension of this whole move, preferably probably starting to take profits at the next pivot, which is up there at 66.58. But in all and in total, we did make over $2,700 on this simple trade, which you can repeat and rinse and wash pretty much every single week. So if you don't want to miss opportunities just like this, then simply look down below for the Discord/Patreon link, and make sure you join me here live tomorrow morning at 9:30, where I trade tomorrow's market session in front of your very eyes. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you on the next candle.
I know it's hard to trust so-called gurus. That's why I stream live every morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, trading the exact same setups we just talked about in this video. The stream usually runs until lunch, but just so you know, it's delayed and muted. If you end up liking what you see, there's way more waiting down below. You'll find links to my Discord and Patreon, where you can join the real-time live chat, remove the buffer, and unlock extra perks, including learning the entire system for yourself. That way, you'll never have to regret missing trades like this again.
All right, everyone. So this is going to be the trade of the week, or the trade that I will show you for the week, and it happened today on October the 6th, okay? So let me get my big face out of the way so you can see the chart here. All right, so what we have here overall was kind of a unique situation because we were expecting a whole bunch of different things, and ultimately what we ended up getting was a potential range rotation as well as just a continuation off of the bigger move, okay? So that being said, the low of this was kind of a unique entry, okay? This is a gore pattern to the T. And with this, you can see it's more of a cascading, rising, higher high, and which gives us a nice entry off the base of this channel, okay? Now, that being said, the entry was a bit robust and big, leaving me to not be able to enter in ideally above the candle. So I ended up having to actually place my entry underneath based on the correct entry level, okay? That's what you're basically seeing right now. So with that being said, as soon as market action pulled back some, I do believe we entered in right here, yes. So with us entering in right here, now we're going to use our volatility-based algo that you will get as a Tier 3 member. And this will basically allow you to understand where to put your stop loss based on the day's volatility. So with that being said, as I adjust this, I'm going to fast forward just a bit so this doesn't take all day. But as you can see, we have our stop loss now there at the lows, which is equal to our stop loss at the highs, coincidentally. And then we use other levels objectively above to get our second and third targets, okay? As you can see here, after we did pull back and kind of danced around a bit, we ultimately ended up, if I continue to fast forward this, you can see in just a second, we did get our first target, and we did get our second target right here. Oh, excuse me, right in a second. We did move our stop loss up because we got our first target. Sorry about that. Then we got our second target right there. And now it's just a matter of are we going to get our last target? So there is a rhyme and reason to how we kind of trail, just so you know. But in this instance, as you can see, as we steady started to creep up dramatically closer to our target, we essentially maintained our stop loss closer as well. So as it continued to push up, we continue to push up as well. There is a trade secret for this, so don't fret. When you do become a member, you'll learn this. But in general, it just allows us to stay in as best we can, okay? So as you can see, our target was up there. We adjusted accordingly, and we did end up getting stopped out before the target high, although I did adjust the target high just a bit. So we ended up getting pretty much all the move, okay? So with that being said, everyone, this was the trade of the week that you'll be seeing pretty much in all the videos for today or for this week. And if you don't want to miss opportunities just like this, then simply look down below for the description so you can get access to the Discord/Patreon, okay? Thanks for watching. See you on the next candle.